Guys, welcome back to IV Space. So today I will be showing you guys how I do my meal prep for the week. This is a full week meal prep that I usually do either on a Sunday or a Saturday, depending on how strong I am after cleaning the house. And yeah, so as you can see, I have 3 pots up in the stove. This takes usually 3 hours standing and cooking for the week. I usually have a meal plan for the kids during the week. So lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner is already planned out during the on Sunday with the family. So what I usually do is that we decide what we want to eat for that week. We tend to eat out every second week, every 2 weeks on for dinner, and so the kids can choose to either have pizza, Chinese food, or any other things that they desire for dinner. So every 2 weeks we have that. So during the week, the foods are already ready. So by the time I come back from work, I'm a full-time employee, and also I'm a full-time mom. So combining those two things sometimes can be very hard. So I found ways to make it easy for me, especially when it comes to cooking. By the time I come home at the end of the day, my days run from 5:30 sometimes to 8:30 because my kids have extracurriculum activities during the week. So by the time we come home, sometimes it's like 7:30, 8:30, and no time to start cooking for an hour or anything. So most times what I will do is that I will boil rice in the morning or make pasta if they want pasta for dinner, or make pounded yam if they want pounded yam for dinner, and we will just use that to eat the food that we already prepared them. So yeah, I'm just going ahead and start to cook all my meats, and we use different kinds of meat. For today we are cooking a goosey stew, meatballs, tomato sauce and meatballs, and we are also cooking pepper soup for the week, so that we have all these options, about 5 different options that we can choose from during the week. And I can store this in the fridge. We have 2 fridges in the house, one in the basement and one upstairs, and we have 4 freezers, so there's a lot of space to store these things into when I'm done cooking. I usually don't section the food out. When I'm done cooking, I just put it in a large bowl and I put it in the fridge. So at the end of the day, when we're ready to section the food out, I just bring it out, warm it up, and I can just serve them the food. So I boil all my meats, and I'll still just start doing the cooking. So guys, please, if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I will kindly advise you to subscribe to support my channel. This channel we have shopping, cooking, cleaning, vlog. So guys, just subscribe to my channel to help my channel grow, and you're going to be seeing a whole lot of content that will help you. I hope that it will help you. And so guys, please continue watching this video. So I'm just putting the pot back on the stove, and I'm going to start to make my pepper soup. So I washed the shaki and I put it back on the pot, and I'm going to add all the other ingredients to it, while also my egusi is still cooking. So my egusi and my stew are in these 2 pots, the silver pot, the stainless steel pot, while my pepper soup is on the red pot. So I just go ahead and I add all my other meats, maggi, garlic and ginger paste to it, to my pepper soup pot, and I'm going to blend all my other ingredients and put it in. So in the meantime, I went ahead to add my egusi to my stew that is currently cooking. Guys, if you watch my other video on how I make my egusi, I usually fried my tomatoes before I add my egusi to the meat, because you will be running, like I will have stomach pain or stomach ache after eating the egusi. So I have to add tomatoes to my soup for me not to have any issue. So as you can see, the stew is, I'm currently starting to make the stew. Put the chicken in the oven. While that is baking for 30 minutes, I'm going to be making the stew. I just put the pepper soup on the stove and is in a very light heat so that it can start cooking. I haven't added the broth on it yet because I have to blend all the other ingredients before I put it in. So here I'm just making my stew. Guys, I can't tell you how much time this saves me during the week by making my meal on Sunday, because Monday to Friday I am at work, and when I come back I take my kids to extracurriculum I mentioned before. And one thing about our household is that on Friday dinner I don't cook, I don't do anything, and my family take over that part. On Friday dinner I don't do anything. It's my off day for cooking, like boiling rice or making pounded yam. So as you can see, there's a lot of work in here, guys. By the time I'm done, I am cooked. I just want to rest and I don't want to do anything else during the after this, because this takes a long time to make. Like I'm making like 5 food at the same time, and yes, that is a lot of work for a day. So I'm just blending my onions, my prawns, my pepper together, and I'm going to add that to my pepper soup and put all the other pepper soup spice to the mix. So as you can see, guys, I like to keep a clean stove when I'm cooking, because I don't know, I function better that way. So yeah, I just add all the other ingredients to my pepper soup. The stew is cooking, the egusi is cooking. Now the pepper soup is also starting to cook. So now that I'm done with this one, what I do is that I'm just going to close it, put it on medium heat, and I'm going to go with the stew, and I'm going to scoop some of the tomato sauce, and I'm going to scoop it in a smaller pot, and to that I'm going to add my meatballs, because my kids love spaghetti and meatballs. So I tend to cook the spaghetti sauce, the meatball sauce during on the weekend, and when they are ready, the days that we have spaghetti and meatballs, I just take the sauce after putting the spaghetti and I put it in. So after scooping out the meatball sauce or the tomato sauce with meatballs, I went ahead to add some of the other ingredients that I'm going to be adding to my stew, because the stew has different I add other ingredients like thyme. I add curry to the mix for my stew, but I don't add curry and thyme to my tomato sauce with meatballs. So yeah, as you can see, now I have 4 pots going, and I'm going to go ahead and add my gizzard. I usually add the gizzard to the last, because the gizzard doesn't really take long to cook, and I'm also adding the other meat to my pot. As you can see, the pot is getting small because I think I cooked a lot this time, So at the end, I end up taking a second pot to add, like to scoop um, some of the pepper soup in. So this is my egusi. My egusi is looking good. I'm almost done. I'm adding my spinach. After this, the egusi is done in less than at least 5 minutes, because you don't want to overboil your spinach that you are adding to the egusi. So after this, 5 minutes later, my egusi is done, and I just add a tiny bit of water so that it can use to cook the spinach. I don't like the spinach overcooked, so I just like my spinach to just be right. So I add my spinach, and I'm going to cover that. And also, as you can see, the goosey is done. The goosey is completely cooked, so I'm going to put that aside, and I switch it up with the ones at the back, which is the stew, and check if that one is done. And as you can see, the stew is also almost ready. I just let that like cook a little bit more, and I turn off the egusi and the stew. They are done, and I'll continue with my pepper soup. As you can see, now I'm adding my yam to my pepper soup. After this process, it takes about 10-15 minutes for this to be done, because I don't like my yam to be really mushy. So after this one, the pepper soup is done. The meat sauce, the tomato sauce, the meatball sauce is also done. So as you can see, I end up having to scoop some of that pepper soup to a smaller pot because it was overflowing. And yeah, this is how my Sunday usually goes: cooking, meal prep for the week, so that it's easier for me during the week. I don't have to be standing after the long day of work and start cooking. And sometimes when my kids come back from school, they are really hungry. So standing another 1 hour there to cook for the kids, why, like, no, I'm going to be here. Mommy, when is the food done? Mommy, when is the food done? So this helps a lot. So guys, this is all about this video. These are the food that we make for the week. So if you guys are interested in snack ideas for kids, or snack idea to take for children to school, let me know. Leave a comment down below. I'm grateful if you have watched this far. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to push the subscribe button down below, and also leave a comment down below if you're a full-time mom or full-time employee, how you manage your food during the week. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye. Shining star.